There have definitely been tons of memorable moments on Keeping Up with the Kardashians over the years. Obviously, the family members are the stars of the show, but that doesn't mean they don't have the occasional celebrity guests. There have been many celeb appearances over the years, and we'll talk about some you may have forgotten about. Is there anyone that Kris Jenner doesn't know in Hollywood? We'll see her hang out with everyone from Lance Bass to an exceptionally famous artist. And speaking of friends, you might be surprised which member of the family Jeff Dunham shows up to hang out with. Kelly Osbourne. Long before Keeping Up with the Kardashians was a thing, the top family on television was unequivocally the Osbournes. The show centered around Black Sabbath frontman Ozzy Osbourne and his family, including his daughter, Kelly Osbourne. You might not peg Kelly as the sort of person who would fit in with the Kardashians, but they're surprisingly friendly with one another. They all love fashion and gossip, and they've all experienced living their lives in front of an audience. There was even a time when Kelly appeared on Keeping Up with the Kardashians in season 3, during the episode when Khloe went to jail because of her DUI charges. Although she hasn't been on the show in years, Kelly is still keeping up with the Kardashians in the real world. While attending an Adidas event in London, Kelly decided to switch things up and get a tan and some blonde extensions. Apparently, this caused many people to mistake her for Khloe Kardashian over the course of the evening. Kelly also had some words of advice for Kylie Jenner, who she heard may want to leave her family's reality show. According to Kelly, you can't truly quit your family, but that doesn't mean it's a bad idea to step back every once in a while. Lance Bass. Is there anyone in Hollywood who Kris Jenner isn't really good friends with? It sure doesn't seem like it, considering the fact that she once invited her pal Lance Bass over for dinner. He showed up with his boyfriend Michael to have dinner and catch up with the Kardashians. Although we were excited to see Lance Bass, it was hard not to focus on anything but beleaguered Bruce Jenner the whole time. He desperately just wanted to relax and watch golf, but Kris Jenner insisted that he not only sit through dinner with their guests, but also put on pants and shoes. Ugh, the horror! But thankfully, Bruce didn't have to miss out on the awkward dinner conversation, which mostly focused around Lou Pearlman and the fact that Lance Bass left high school to join the band NSYNC. The whole time, Bruce just looks miserable, and you can tell he wants nothing more than to go back upstairs and finish watching the golf game. And, as if things couldn't get more awkward, Khloe loudly and pointedly asks why Kris and Bruce aren't sitting next to each other at the table. She might have a point, except that she bragged that she and Lamar Odom always sit next to one another. Aubrey O'Day. Aubrey O'Day is far from a stranger to reality television. She's appeared on tons of reality shows during the course of her career, including Celebrity Apprentice, Famously Single, and Celebrity Big Brother 18. And of course, she also made an appearance on Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Over a decade ago, Aubrey O'Day and Kim Kardashian hung out together at a launch party being thrown for Lisa Klein. The event was in celebration of the clothing line Critic Clothing, which was designed by Kim's best friend, Jonathan Cheban. Fashion and reality television are two of Aubrey O'Day's favorite hobbies, so you know she couldn't miss an event like this. And it may surprise you to know that Aubrey O'Day and Kim Kardashian stayed pals even after the cameras stopped rolling. During the now infamous iCloud photo leak of 2016, Aubrey was one of the many celebrities who found her photos leaked online. She was aghast and turned to her friend Kim Kardashian for advice. Apparently, Kim told her not to worry and assured Aubrey that she would love all of the publicity she gained from the photos. Given Kim's history with having her personal effects leaked to the public, we don't find this advice particularly surprising. Adrian Bailon. Although he isn't as high profile as his siblings, Robert Kardashian is still a part of the family. His sisters get a lot of press for their dating habits and breakups, but Rob is no stranger to bad relationships either. For a period of time, he was dating former Cheetah Girl, Adrian Bailon, who showed up on Keeping Up with the Kardashians for the first time during 2008. She was in a handful of episodes and was a guest at the wedding of Khloe Kardashian and Lamar Odom. We also saw Rob trying to get back together with her at one point, but needless to say, that didn't quite work out. At first, we heard that the breakup was simply because life got too busy and the relationship was no longer a priority. But eventually, Rob confessed that it ended because he had cheated on Adrian. Too bad he did that after he got her name inked on his chest. In addition to having her heart broken, Adrian also claims that dating a member of the Kardashian family was bad for her career. Her association with this famous family quickly became her most well-known trait instead of her musical talent. Jeff Dunham. Before Caitlyn Jenner transitioned, she was living as Bruce Jenner and made a celebrity friend who appeared on an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Bruce often seemed like the odd person out on the show, so it was really sweet to see him getting to spend some time with his pal, Jeff Dunham. The two friends golf together, do some tequila shots, and even enjoy dancing. Sadly, it's been some time since Bruce had a friend, and he decides to play hard to get with Jeff Dunham by not responding or initiating contact. It's kind of funny, but also a little bit sad to see this celeb's struggle with something as simple as friendship. By the end of the episode, Bruce and Jeff confirmed they enjoy each other's company and all seems right with the world. Clearly, this episode came out quite some time ago, and Jeff admits to being one of the many people surprised when Bruce transitioned. When Jeff kept hearing rumors and seeing tabloid headlines, he called his friend and suggested he sue them for making up rumors about him. It was then that Caitlyn came clean about her gender identity and how she'd been afraid to be honest with her friend before. Jeff was shocked, but said he supports Caitlyn wholeheartedly and looks forward to continuing their friendship. Wedding. Weddings are special occasions when two people pledge to spend the rest of their lives together. They're also a chance for two families to come together, and if you're a Kardashian, a chance to throw a massive, over-the-top party. During season 6 of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, we saw Kim Kardashian marry basketball player Kris Humphries. Although the marriage only lasted a few months, the wedding was a star-studded event, which was of course recorded for posterity as part of Kim's reality show. There were around 400 guests in attendance, and many of them were celebrities. Some were longtime friends of Kim Kardashian, including Eva Longoria, Serena Williams, and Ciara. Lindsay, Ali, and Dina Lohan were old friends of the family who also made their way onto the guest list. Fellow reality star Lori Pippen was there with her athlete husband Scottie Pippen. There was also no shortage of musical guests, including Avril Lavigne, Kelly Rowland, and the aforementioned Ciara. We hope the food at the reception was delicious because celebrity chefs Rachel Ray and Wolfgang Puck also attended the nuptials. The marriage may not have lasted, but the star-studded wedding was definitely an episode to remember. Oprah. Even if you're not a huge fan of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, you've probably heard about the moment when Kanye West cleaned out Kim's closet, and we mean that quite literally. Prior to meeting Kanye and becoming famous, Kim Kardashian actually ran a business organizing celebrity closets, but now the tables had turned, and she was the one having her closet raided. This was such a turning point and a memorable moment that it often eclipses the special guest we saw on the episode. None other than Oprah Winfrey herself shows up to chat with the Kardashians, and you know they weren't making small talk. Oprah flat out asked if Kim's brief marriage to Kris Humphries was a publicity stunt, which Kim denied. Then she questioned Kourtney about her relationship with Scott Disick, and Kourtney admitted the relationship between her parents deterred her from wanting to get married herself. Meanwhile, Kris and Kim insisted on telling Oprah how much heart their family has and how they would never make up things just for ratings. And perhaps most importantly, we got to see Kris Jenner fretting over whether or not Oprah likes to eat coffee cake. Hugh Hefner. This celebrity appearance takes us all the way back to the very first season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. It was a different time back then, and this season also contains Kylie Jenner's most mortifying moment. While Kim Kardashian is still known for her enviable figure, back then, it was all anyone could talk about. One episode featured a stripper pole being delivered to the house and a very young Kylie dancing on it. To this day, Kylie admits she finds the whole thing mortifying and wishes it never happened. Continuing the phase of overhyping sexuality, on the 4th episode of the first season, the late Playboy founder Hugh Hefner stopped by, and he brought some friends. A major part of the episode involved Hugh asking Kim to pose for Playboy, which she does after no small amount of deliberation. Not only do we get to see Hugh Hefner, but we also see his then girlfriends, Kendra Wilkinson and Holly Madison. When Hugh passed away, Kim posted on social media that she would always remember him fondly, and of course, she also mentioned how much she would miss attending the crazy parties he held at his lavish mansion. Miley Cyrus and Demi Lovato. Pretty much since the first second it premiered, people have been wondering when Keeping Up with the Kardashians would be taken off the air. But joke's on all the doubters out there because this show is still going strong. Every so often a rumor pops up that the first family of reality TV is going to be replaced with Miley Cyrus and her family. Apparently people forget we already saw that show. It was called Hannah Montana, and it's been off the air for a long time. But we did get to see Miley Cyrus appear on an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and she wasn't alone. Members of the Kardashian family attended the March for Our Lives rally, which was a protest against gun violence. But they weren't the only celebrities to appear, and Kim Kardashian and her daughter North West met up with Miley Cyrus and Demi Lovato. Apparently, North is a huge Lovato fan and was over the top excited about meeting her hero. She told Lovato that she's her favorite, and it was truly a sweet moment all around. Since that episode was filmed, Lovato suffered an overdose and nearly didn't make it. With this in mind, the meeting of Demi and North is definitely bittersweet. Art Vandelay. If you're not a fan of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, then it's likely you've never even heard of the esteemed art critic Art Vandelay. His work has been displayed in galleries all over the world, and his technique is absolutely unparalleled. Okay, we're just kidding. We know that Art Vandelay isn't a real celebrity, but this bit is one of our favorite guest appearances in the entirety of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Kris Jenner is quick to criticize her daughter Khloe Kardashian for allegedly not having any knowledge or appreciation of art. Khloe decides to get back at her by enlisting the help of Scott Disick and his friend Sam Richardson. When Kris is looking for someone to appraise the art she purchased, Khloe and Scott set her up with the fictional Art Vandelay, who shows Kris all of the art he created. But of course, it was all paintings really done by Khloe. Kris was in awe of Art's expertise and called him her new best friend. The best part of this prank was that it was such a long con. Before Kris even met Art, she heard his name dropped by various friends and family members who were all in on the joke. What's the best celebrity appearance you've ever seen on Keeping Up with the Kardashians? And who would you like to see show up? Share your thoughts with us in the comment section. And then take a moment to click subscribe and turn on your notifications to get more great videos from us here at TheTalko. Bye for now.